Bob Iger and other Disney executives have certainly felt a lot of pressure over the last several months and years with the current state of this company, especially when they were forced to admit just about a week ago that, the theme parks, the cash cow, the thing that they've been using to fund some of their other failures, it looks like we might have an attendance problem in the very near future, especially as Universal ramps things up, about to open an entire brand new massive theme park that Disney clearly is very, very worried about. So at D23, they made some big announcements for the Disney parks, including a Cars ride, including a Villains Land for Walt Disney World. But one thing they failed to mention was where exactly those things were going to go. And now we're finding out there was a reason for that. The reason they didn't announce where they're going to put these new things is because if they did, it probably wouldn't have been received very well. Well, a few days after those big announcements, we're finding out exactly what they're planning on doing. And in typical Disney fashion, they're taking something beloved, something that's been there since the very first day, something that Walt Disney himself supervised, and they're deciding, you know what? We need to gut that, we need to destroy that, and we need to replace it. R.I.P. Walt Disney World. Disney bulldozes Tom Sawyer Island for Cars Land, and that's exactly what's happening. Magic Kingdom shuttering opening day attraction to make way for new expansions. And I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I'm some big Disney World lover. I think if you watch this channel enough, you know that I'm not a huge theme park guy. I enjoy going to Universal. I really don't have any kind of dedication or love for Disney parks as a whole, but there's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of people that have a big problem with what they're about to do. Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America, just like so many places around Magic Kingdom, the way it was initially intended to be, it really is kind of a step back into pure Americana, and Walt Disney himself supervised the construction of these things, set up how they wanted it to be, and that is about to get wiped off the face of the earth and replaced with a Cars Land. Cars ride replacing Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island at Magic Kingdom. And there's been a ton of backlash over this. Now, certainly there's people that are fine with it, that say, hey, I never went there anyway, I don't really care, they should replace it, get something that brings more people to the parks. However, a lot of other people think this is a terrible idea and very much a corporate Disney decision. Walt Disney World has revealed the Cars rides are replacing, and it's going to devastate a lot of fans. Here are the full details and concept art, plus our commentary about how Disney sometimes misses the forest for the trees, this being a prime example. That's from Disney Tourist Blog. Park lore. The nobody went to Tom Sawyer Island anyway approach is interesting because it's cold, corporate, and very Walt Disney World. Capacity over everything. It's okay that parks have spaces that are chill, historic, or non-preferred capacity. Passive does not mean unimportant. And even when they were announcing this, rumor Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America said to be demolished, Liberty Bell Riverboat to permanently close for Magic Kingdom expansion. You see this, if they do this, it's over. That got a lot of attention on Twitter as well. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to you guys that I have any attachment towards this because I simply don't. However, it's very indicative of the direction Disney's been headed. You look at them closing what they just did, Splash Mountain, because it was problematic and old, and we just got to get rid of that and replace it with something else. And Tiana's Bayou, what they replaced it with, has been a complete and total disaster for them. Now they're ripping out and erasing not only a piece of Walt Disney's history, but also American history and Americana. And the same things have been said about these. Well, it's just very problematic. Please, shut the fuck up. People that are we're trying to cancel Mark Twain and Huckleberry Finn because, they used the N-word a few times in that. Ironically, if you ever read that story, it's very, I hate to use the word anti-racist nowadays, but yes, that's what it is. It's a very anti-racist story that's using language that was used during that time frame. And this is just what we've come to expect from Disney. I personally don't think the things that they announced are going to be enough to give them a leg up on what Universal is doing. Universal's taken all their steam away. They made a bunch of these announcements to try to combat and compete with the things that Universal's doing. And now even those have longtime fans furious. And from a business perspective, okay, you got these places that traditionally have, 10, 15-minute wait times, not a huge crowd that goes there, but a lot of people that have been going there for years and years and years and years and want to pass that down to their kids and their grandkids and all these things. A lot of them are not very happy with what's going on, especially when you consider that Disney owns so much land. They own so much land in that area that they could really just do a true expansion and build out and not tear all of that down. But that's not what they decided to do. Just another thing that's showing that this is not the same Disney that it was 20 years ago. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.